Listen, this has been weighing so heavy on me. So, good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. I'm at that space once again where the day got to me. I did have some productivity going on, but I said that I'm going to show up, and I am. So, give me a minute. Hey. One. Really? Okay, okay. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Okay, girls, back. All right, I'm back. I'm here. It's October 1st. We literally have 90 days left for this year to end. This it's October. Everybody's saying 2020. I can't wait for 2020 to just fly by. Well, how many times have we said that? How many times have we said that? Where we want 2020 to just breeze by, right? How many times have we told ourselves that once 2020 goes, we're going to do, or once the year's over, I'm going to make 2019 be my best year, 2020 become my best year. We said that so many different times, right? And the thing about it is, it's insanity. Like literally, if you don't decide to make the change, then things is not going to change, right? If you don't be intentional and say that you're going to change, things are not going to change for you. So it's really about being intentional of your life, taking control of your life, doing what you say you're going to do. Be impeccable with your word, right? It's about being impeccable with your word. Because here's the thing, we underestimate what we could do in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Um, Anything is possible. Literally, anything is possible. And it's really about being intentional and just having the willingness to say that I'm going to be persistent and consistent and not giving up. So, regardless of anything, I've said this multiple times that I'm making sure that I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone, and I'm making sure that if I say I'm going to commit to doing something, I just get up and do it. Like right now, the thing about it is I function very well in the morning. I've been getting up early. Like last night I went to sleep too daggone late. But this morning I went to sleep too daggone late. But I function very well in the morning. I started to do my routine where I'm getting up at least like sometimes it's 4:44 in the morning, sometimes it's 5:55. But I get up, I do some kind of workout, I meditate, I visualize, I have a gratitude journal. So every single day I'm writing down 10 things that I'm thankful for. I'm sending love to people. And then I get up on like social media platforms where I send people birthday posts, right? I send out birthday posts. I'll do, and then I usually do my videos and then I'll start to do, like the schoolwork with my my children, and it's really routines, rituals. And I guys, if you're coming on here, just interact, comment with me, and of course, if you need to, eventually, like I said, I'm going to make sure that I'm intentional about getting a lot of people on here, and this will turn into growth streams as I'm talking. However, the whole thing is about the rituals or what you do on a consistent basis, on how you run your day, will run how you plan your day, or if you let the day run you, you'll just, be idle with certain stuff. You have to plan your work your plan. But the thing about it is, it takes time to develop a consistent routine. It takes time to be consistent. People aren't born consistent. That's just how it is. People are not born consistent. So you have to get around people that have what you want, and then you could eventually start, you get around people that live the life that you want, or have what you want, or know that they're successful and have something going on with their life. And then you will start to adapt certain habits. You will tend to adapt certain good practices. And the thing about it is, if you don't want to end your year off the same way that you've been ending your year off, every single year, and saying, like, I have these New Year resolutions come December, the last week of December, December 31st or so. It's time to really just, be like, I'm tired, enough is enough, and make the decision to really be the change. Because I said this on, I think, every video that I did, nobody's going to come save you. Nobody's going to be the one to be like, okay, you want this. You say you want, and I have the real belief system about saying that you want something. If you say that you want something, you're going to continue to work on wanting it. It's just a dream, a fantasy. But if you say that I'm going after this with it, with definiteness, a purpose. Definiteness of purpose is really important. So if you say I'm going after something, I'm going to do it, whether it's hell or high water. I may get rejected, but I'm going to make sure that I live my best purpose. So if you work on definiteness of purpose, then you will attract the outcome that you want. And that's the thing, it's alignment. You could talk, a lot of people are good at talk. I've been that way. Just been good with talking on a consistent basis. But if you're not implementing, then it's just dreams, right? So the way that we have November, December. Now we're in October, so it's literally 90 days left of the year. And I'll probably, it's probably not exactly 90, but we're basically approaching that 90-day mark. And because we know that we're approaching that 90-day mark, it's time to start making moves. That now is not the time to just be like, okay, I'm going to wait, because I didn't hit my goals, and I'm going to start, coming up with a game plan for 2021. Yes, you want a game plan for 2021, but start today. Start now. Don't wait until, it's 2021 and be like, I'm some miraculous light thing is going to change, because I've done that. You understand? I'd be like, wow, I'm going to wait to the beginning of this month and I'm going to start this run. And then that momentum be there for a day and then it dies off. And this is real talk right now. This is real talk where a lot of people may say that they're going to go for goals. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to start up my brands. I'm going to start, a Shopify store, an e-commerce store. And the thing about it is, once people start something, they don't have the willingness to continue and push through. And the reason for that is because we allow ourselves. And remember, limitations are all self-imposed. These are the limitations that we set up in our mind. So we start to encounter certain obstacles, meaning that we don't factor in that it's a learning curve, that we have to become better in order to attract better. but we don't factor in the obstacles. When we plan stuff, we plan it out in a perfect world. And when we don't set up the expectations and plans in our mind that we have to go through learning curves, we have to work on a consistent basis to attract certain results. When we don't factor in obstacles, we get discouraged, we start to down ourselves a little bit, and then we eventually start to quit on ourselves. Good evening, everybody. And when you quit on yourself, that means you bringing yourself further and further from your goal. And you're not just quitting on yourself, you quitting on your family. If you have children, you quitting on your children. Even if you don't have children, you quitting on your future children. Because when you have a goal and your dream, it's going to affect your life. It's going to affect your life. And like this year should have taught everybody something, that it is so important to really have faith and create the circumstances that you want, because we can't just depend on the government. We a lot of people have been let go of their jobs. A lot of people has to downsize in home. They can't afford to live where they at. So much has been happening to people. And the thing about it is, we need to realize that if we want change in our lives, we have to be the change. If we want to create circumstances in our life, we have to wake up and make these circumstances, happen into our lives. We can't just depend. We just can't depend on letting stuff happen by chance. We have to be intentional. So we have an amazing platform, and we're going to talk about YouTube because we're on YouTube right now. This platform is amazing. If you don't have the money to outsource, to hire a coach and just to learn certain stuff, you can learn any skill for free. The thing that I feel is, when you're not paying for a coach, right? If you don't have the money for a coach, you just have to put in the time to go through the obstacles on your own. But anything could be taught to you on social media. You're on the dawn in the age of social media. You could pick other people's brain. You could tap into personal development. You could tap in and really learn how to attract certain skills. One part is learning, the next part is implementing. So if you desire to open up a Shopify store, do some market research. If you want to learn how to create ads so you could grow your store, I'm just using a store as an example, but if you want to learn how to create some ads and just attract the people to come shop into your store, you can learn this on social media. Me personally, I have a network marketing business where I prospect and I introduce people to my products and services for people to become healthy and wealthy. So in order for me to get the results that I see, I have to be consistent. I have to show up. I have to present people with value. I have to keep on get results for myself, which I'm, doing. And I have to be self-disciplined. I have to do the things that I don't feel like doing, like being on here 11 o'clock at night, knowing that my hours of operation is really better in the morning, but because I didn't show up in the morning, I'm going to show up in the evening. And that's just how it is. Doing the things that in little time gaps, doing the things in little time gaps, doing stuff that makes you uncomfortable. And when you do the things that make you uncomfortable, the compound effect really shows up. It really, really shows up. And you don't have to be perfect to get started with anything. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to get started. So, what the point of what I'm saying is, if you desire something, get outside of your head and just start doing it. Because what I see is that we don't have infinite time on this planet, but life is long, which means that you don't want to go through life and just let it blow by you and you don't accomplish anything. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family to not play small. You want to dream big, you want to play big, and the bigger that you start to see stuff, and when you see it on a wider scale, then amazing things start to pop up in your life. Amazing things will pop up in your life. But you have to know it inside of your heart that you're going to stay persistent and follow through. So the practices that should be happening is What are you doing on a consistent basis? What are you watching on a consistent basis? Who are you listening to? I didn't know about personal development until I started to get into the profession of network marketing. I didn't, I didn't know about goal setting until I got into the profession of network marketing. I just knew that I wanted certain things, so I was just letting it go happen by chance. But when I started to get intentional and learn that, hey, you have to write down your goals. You can't just set a goal on December 29th or December 31st and say that this is going to happen for you in life. You have to be intentional and you have to track and measure your goals. Once I learned those things, that's when certain things in life start to change. And it's this, I really didn't start to get into goal setting sessions until about 2012 to 2013. And I started to take it serious. And really in 2014, that's when I really got an in depth understanding about goal setting. And even this year in 2020, I started to learn more about manifestation and gratitude. And since June, when I have my mentor, she started to teach that every day you need to write down what you're grateful for. Write 10 things that you're grateful for and send love to 10 people. And since start doing that, I started to see amazing things start to pop up in my life. And even up to this day, there's times where I feel I am a little ungrateful for certain things. I can admit it. And when I think about, when you act ungrateful with little things, you block yourself from certain blessings. So definitely it's just a process of personal development. For a long time, I would listen to audios. I would listen to audios and I would learn, and not implement. And you know what? When you learn something, you have to really just start acting. The best way to take action is to do it messy. Ignorance on fire is better than just thinking and being knowledge on ice. It's like almost that term where it's just like screw it and just do it. So you're just going to have to keep on acting, acting. Act the role and you will become. Act the role and you will become. And just know that you don't have to work all day to accomplish your goals. Time block. I spoke about this on another live that I did, but it's time blocks that you have to work on. Just work on, oopsies, almost stopped this live stream. It's time gaps. You have to block out certain times and you could get a lot done in a little bit of time. That's the thing that's really important, knowing that a lot could get accomplished within little time gaps. Let me see if I can put this on. Hope that makes it a little bit brighter. But a lot could get accomplished when you block off time. A lot could get accomplished when you focus on, hey, I'm gonna spend 15 minutes here. I'm gonna spend 15 minutes here in the day, another 15 minutes and another 15 minutes. That's an hour that was broken up in 15-minute increments. And when you focus for 15-minute increments, you get a lot accomplished. Even right now, the thing that you need to notice is the things that you don't want to do sometimes, or when you don't feel like doing something, that's when you have to do it. Because when you do it, that's when you start to operate at your best. And it feels gratifying that you know that you were bigger than your excuses. Even right now, like I told you, I didn't feel like coming on here to do a video, but I said that I was going to do it. So when I start to hold myself accountable, when I start to um when I start to hold myself accountable and when I stay committed to the things that I say that I'm going to do, like I write it down into my planner. So when I write it down into my planner, I tell myself that I have to get it done. And once I get it done, I feel happy knowing that I pushed past my excuses. And when we start to push past our excuses, we feel good about ourselves. We feel good because we know that we are experiencing growth, and that's how growth happens. the thing that you tell yourself that you don't feel like doing, that's when you definitely should start to take action. That's when you should start implementing. Implement right away, and you will start to see amazing things start to attract into your life. So just to give a recap, to talk about what I'm talking about and to break it down slowly, is we underestimate what we could do. And I'm really talking about this because we are in October. It's October 1st. So we have November, December before this year ends. So the thing about it is, I'm hearing a lot of people saying like 2020 is going to be a better year. 2020 is going to, be my best year. And the thing about it is, what about now? We're in 2020 now. We are in 2020 now. So why wait 3 months down the line thinking that different results will pop up? And me personally, please listen to me when I tell you this, because I can tell you all the mistakes that I made. And me personally, I will wait until I'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm going to start this amazing run. I'm going to start working my business once October 1st come. And October 1st will come, and then the second will come. And did a change happen? No, it wasn't because of a date. It's not because of a date, because the dates come and go. That's really is really stuff that you're just telling yourself to allow yourself to procrastinate. And then when the dates come, I'll be like, oh well, I could do this on October 2nd. I could start this on October 3rd. I could wait to the 5th to make this happen. And that's how that delay process starts to happen. Even right now, with doing the videos, I said that I was going to do something, and it's very easy to tell yourself, I don't feel like it. I don't operate well at night. But what do you want to have? Do you want to have excuses, or do you want to have results? And like I said, when you don't follow through with your plans, you're not just hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting your family. You're hurting your children. You're hurting your future children that you may not possibly have. You're hurting your future family that you may have. If you want to start going on your dream vacations, you are delaying your processes. And just think about it. It's a compound trickle effect. So consistency matters. Consistency matters. It's really important to be consistent. It's really important to be self-disciplined. And I lacked that for a long time. I still lack it. And that's what I'm working on. My whole commitment and my whole work right now, especially on YouTube, is to show up on a consistent basis. It's to show up, it's to attract amazing people, because my mission is to build a tribe that I could pour into. My mission is to build a tribe of amazing men and women that I could help them to become healthy and wealthy. My mission is to create an amazing tribe to just keep people in the frame of mind to where they could believe in themselves. A lot of people don't believe in themselves, and my mission is to help people believe in themselves and let them know that they are powerful beings. We are powerful beings, and if we could just believe that we could achieve certain stuff, it will happen for us in life. Nothing happens by chance. And that's what we do. We lead life leaving a lot up to chance. And the thing about it is, we don't want to operate on that level. We don't want to operate where we just, going by thinking that certain things will happen for us, and, just be like, okay, I'm going to let me go with this. You ever notice that if you don't plan out certain things on your day? Okay. If you ever realize that you have a day that just flies by, and you was like, dang, it was just like 3 o'clock, and now it's like 11. So that's what happens when you just leave stuff up to chance. Things tend to fly by. When we leave life up to chance, that's when time passes by. And then when we look up, we be like, wow, I haven't accomplished anything. And that's how a lot of people get into a mode of depression and feel bad about themselves, because they feel like they have not accomplished certain goals and dreams for themselves because we left life up to chance. So here's my action steps for everybody, and this is something that I'm doing myself, is Find a routine. First things first, before you can find a routine, know what you want. Know what you want. Figure out what you want. Figure out what you're going to go for, not just what you want. Because remember what I said about want. When you say the words want, try, you're going to attract a low frequency because you're going to consistently keep on trying. I'm going to consistently keep on wanting. No, what am I going after? What is a non negotiable for me? Not what's non negotiable. Once you figure out what that is, then you're going to come up with a consistent routine. If you know you got to lose some weight, just like myself, I need to be getting up, working out. I have to make myself uncomfortable. If I know I got to grow a business, what I got to do? I got to keep on showing up. I got to become bulletproof against rejection, right? That's just how it works. So you have to know what you want. You have to come up with a plan and you have to start implementing that plan and write it down. Write down your goals on what will you get with definiteness of purpose. I would say to break up your goals in categories. What do you want for your spiritual goals? What's your connection with God? What connection do you want? What's your spiritual goals? Then what goals you have for your family? Right? What's your family goals? What do you want to do with your family? What kind of bond do you want with your mates? What kind of bond do you want with your mate? What kind of bond do you want with your children? What do you want for your children? What kind of relationships you want? I think that's where we tend to mess up, where we don't break it up into categories because you don't want to put one over the other, right? But if you break it up in categories, you won't feel like you're neglecting anything or you're not putting this person over it or a business over your family or your family over God. You know, figure that out, right? So you have your spiritual goals, you have your family goals, and then what do you have for your business goals? What do you have goals for your job? What goals do you have? Figure that out. If you want a promotion on your job, know that you have to work towards becoming better in order to get the promotion you want. But at the same time, you have to let it know. Closed mouths don't get fed. It's very easy to get overlooked because a lot of times people don't open their mouth. They don't let people know, hey, what do I need to get to this level? What actions do you need to see? Let the people know, because if you don't let people know, and I seen this on CNN years ago, if you don't let somebody know what you want, what's your intentions, how you expect to be looked for opportunity. I remember years ago, when I was working, I worked for T-Mobile, and I, been with the company. I don't even remember how long, but long story short, I seen on CNN where I believe it was Anderson Cooper, where he said, if you want a position, you have to let what your intentions know, right? So me here, a newbie, young in the company, I was young when I joined, and I remember that I wanted to become an assistant manager, and I walked up to our district manager, and I was like, "Listen, I want to be I what do I need to become an assistant manager? I let her know what my intentions is. And she gave me some like bullshit answer, like, oh, you gotta network with people and you gotta work on this, you gotta work on that. But you know what? Homegirl hit me up a week later and I got the position. It was like almost unbelievable how it happened. Like it was literally a week later where I got that position. Now, can I contribute it because I let my intentions know? Was it timing? Was it just the right time? I did it at the right time. Whatever situation or however the universe, however it worked out, I got that position. So you have to let people know what you want. And I did it for years. You understand? I did it for years. I managed the stores for years. And I had opportunities come my way. And I always know that you have to let something be known on what you want. Now, in terms of business goals, that's something that I have not got down pat properly because I wasn't focused. I was focused. I would dibble over here, dabble over here. I would listen to the trainings and the personal development, but I wasn't taking action. You know, I said that I was going to I would do Facebook lives. I would do these videos, but then I had no call to actions. I wasn't building an email list. I wasn't being consistent on social media. I was just doing it just to do it. And that's the thing. When you do something just to do it, then you're not doing it with purpose. And when you have no purpose, then nothing falls into alignment. So even if you have an intention to run a store and you're like, all right, I'm gonna list some stuff this day and I'm not gonna pay attention to it and I'm not going to market, how the hell do you expect for people to find your store? Right? How do you expect that? Right? There's billions of people on this planet, but if you don't market and you're the only one that you know that you have a business, how could you expect for people to know what you have? And then when they don't know what you have, you can't get mad and quit because people's not shopping on my store every day. I see these people getting sales, but I haven't take intentional action to get the results that I want. That's what we do. We're going in life running things by chance, and that's what I talk about when we going expecting certain things just to happen. It's not going to fall out of the sky. So that's what I'm talking about. Have your plan, know what you want, measure your goals, go after something, see how you've done over the last couple of months, and be real and honest with yourself. If you don't want an accountability partner in the beginning because you feel ashamed of certain results, hold yourself up to a certain standard. Write it down. You got to hold yourself up for a certain standard because if we keep on going through life functioning off of low frequencies, then we're not gonna get what you want. And right now, I'm drinking my CBD raspberry detox tea. I'll definitely have the link at the bottom of my video. But that's a product that I sell, and it's really good. I have apple cider vinegar in here too because I'm concerned about my health. I want to stay healthy, wealthy, and I just want to make sure that I'm operating on a optimal level. Apple cider vinegar be hitting. Sorry, I almost drooled. But anyway, I really hope that you guys get what I'm saying. Don't let your life just run by and just, do stuff by chance. Be intentional with everything that you do, and you will start to see that the compound effect will happen for you. you know and when you tell yourself that you feel like you don't want to do something, get up and do it anyway, because anything that we want, we have the ability to have it. We just have to have the mindset that we're going to be persistent and consistent, and it will happen for you. And the reason I keep on talking on this subject is because I'm every time I say it, I start to believe it. I have to say it to believe it. And the more I talk on it, the more I'm starting to feel like I could accomplish amazing things in life. And hey, happy evening, happy Thursday evening. But the more and more that I say it, the more and more that I speak on it, is the more and more that certain things start to happen for you. So that's how it works. You got to just keep on working towards accomplishing your goals. You have to keep on working and telling yourself that it's going to happen for me. And that's why I talk on the topic on a repetitive basis, because the more that you do something consistently, the more and more that it will start to be ingrained in you and it will start happening. Hope you are being positive. Yes, thank you so much. And yes, positive vibes. It's all about positive vibes. And the more positive that you are and have a positive perspective in anything that you do, that's when the compound effect will start happening for you. So I've been on here for 30 minutes. Really like 34 minutes right now. It's going to be 35 just about when I end this. But I'm so happy and grateful that I really just made sure to get on here and do something, because that's what matters. It's the little that you do that makes a difference. When you tell yourself, when you feel like you don't want to do something, just do it, because it feels gratifying when you push past your mind and you get it done. Because once you do what you say that you're going to do, you feel happy and you start to see that amazing thing starts to pop up in your life. And yes, that's what I believe, that once you say you're going to do certain stuff, just make it happen, because everything that we want can happen for us. It's just mind over matter. It's mind over matter. But a lot of people quit when they 3 feet away from gold. As you know, that story with Darby. Quitting should not be in our DNA. So definitely I want to thank everybody. I know I had a couple of people that popped in and popped out. I'm in the next couple of days are going to keep on connecting with people, and I will make sure to definitely build this back up to where we can start doing growth streams and we can start doing a lot of fun things on this platform. But definitely, I'm going to keep on showing up regardless of anything. I'm not going to make excuses, and I'm going to practice exactly what I preach. So definitely I'm going to be on here. I have a yard stream that I'm going to be doing. So my friend and I is going to do a video in the morning tomorrow, dual live. And even if that get messed up, I'll definitely still be on here because I function well in the morning. So we'll be getting that done. But listen, guys, I want everybody to have an amazing evening. Remember to really show gratitude every day, because when we come from an area of gratitude, then we start to see increase in our life. When you show that you could be faithful with little things, amazing big things start to come into your life. So remember, show gratitude, set your goals, run your day opposed to your day running you, measure yourself and be honest with yourself and push past your mind. You're going to see that the compounds start affecting your life, and amazing things will start to happen for you. So thank you so much. This is Maisha, and I want everybody to have a fantastic, blessed night.